Motherfucking mini episode. Mini episode. Motherfucking mini episode.
Yep. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another phenomenal mini episode of My Mama Told Me.
The podcast where we dive deep into the pockets of Black conspiracy theories.
And we finally work to prove the theories that you, the listener, have at home. I'm one of your hosts, Langston Kerman.
And I'm the other one, David Board.
And we're here. We're going to talk some shit. We're going to jive talk through all of your bullshit that you send us. And I'm excited about this one. We got a pretty good one here, David. This is a fun one that I think we get to unpack together.
I'm excited for this.
It came to us, from a person named K. I think K is probably, or KG is probably the name that makes the most sense from what I'm seeing. But they sent a message. The subject said, Nick Cannon having kids for bone marrow.
Of course. I'm already with you.
Yeah, okay. You're on the edge of your seat. I can see it in your face. You're excited about what's happening already. It says, saw this on Twitter and thought it was an interesting conspiracy. Although bone marrow transplant may not be a viable option, a kidney transplant is. Another theory is that he's just sowing his wild oats because he's on his deathbed. But I'll read you the conspiracy theory in reference. A person named Zero Golden or O Golden posted, he needs to stop with all this fake Hotep stuff to excuse what he is really doing. What he is really doing is capitalized. So you know it's about to be some real shit. He says, Nick knows damn well he's having all these kids for future spare parts. The sowing wild oats is a necessary step, unfortunately. Seems for the disease he has, a bone marrow transplant will be his best bet in prolonging his life down the line. One of these kids, Mariah won't be letting her kids do it, may be his match when that time comes.
Okay. There is a lot to unpack right now.
Yeah. Yes, there is.
First and foremost, what disease does Nick Cannon have?
Oh, Nick Cannon's got some bad shit. I don't know what it is specifically, but I do know Nick Cannon is dying or nearing death on a nearly weekly level. Like he's got some weird fucked up disease.
I don't know how I missed it. I was too caught up in my own shit, to be honest.
I think he's got a bunch of distractions that make it so that you forget that he's terminally ill, but he's not doing good.
He has lupus-related kidney disease.
Yeah.
Lupus nephritis.
Yeah, and it's supposed to be bad. Like, I think he has a bad version of it.
Okay, and is this like how did he contract it?
Oh, I think lupus is genetic.
Okay,
so I don't think I don't think this was a wilding out girl that gave him
right
kidney lupus.
Okay. This is so complicated. How many kids does he have right now?
I think he's up to 9.
God damn, Nick.
Yeah, no, he's doing it. And to this person's point, to KG's suggestion, it's a lot of kids all at once in a row without a lot of logic to it, like it beyond like sort of like creating community and I am king, therefore I should have a kingdom to see over. Like,
is that what he's been saying about it?
I think that's sort of like the Hotep umbrella package of a lot of what he's doing. I don't know that he's necessarily saying it, but it's implied in some of his other shit. But there's not a lot of explanation for why he would be so passionate about having all these kids.
And it's different moms, right?
Yeah, it's different moms almost every time. Although I do think he's like doubled down a few times on some gals.
And how old does the kid have to be to give him some bone marrow?
Give is the big question, right?
I don't think that you can just take it.
Look, I think this person is implying that he is just taking what he wants from the situation.
I mean, I've known Nick Cannon to be that type of a person. I think
to just take what he wants?
I think he gets what he wants, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Nick Cannon gets what he wants, that's for sure.
I think he really does. Because, like, that's what That's what I don't understand about this. I don't think you could just be getting bone marrow from kids like that.
I don't think it's that easy to just show up and be like, hey, give me some of my boys' bone marrow.
Yeah,
I think
it's not plasma.
No, my fear is because apparently bone marrow extraction is super painful and not
Right.
an easy thing. And to your point, I don't think you can just like get kids to do it. That said, I think the implication is that he's going to kill one of these kids for the sake of harvesting all of their parts.
Oh, fuck. That's so much darker than I was even gonna.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, it's not like a peaceful transition of power. He's gonna like it's truly he's just making car parts so that he can take them later.
I have a hard time with this because Nick Cannon, to me, when you look into his eyes, he's always very frenzied. So I've never trusted much of his moves at all.
Whoa.
Yeah, his eyes look like he's panicking.
So for you, Nick Cannon always had the potential to murder a baby. And
always.
It's just a question of when more than if.
Have you ever seen that comedy special where he's wearing one glove and the microphone is shaped like a golden gun?
David, you know I've seen that special. I watched it the day it came out. There's no comedy special that I've been passionate about more than the one that I don't even remember the name of, but I'll never forget the moment where he came out with that gun-shaped microphone.
He had one glove on.
It was the special, for those of you that have not had the pleasure, it was the special he did in response to the racial uprising happening in our country. Nick Cannon decided that it was his responsibility to not only do jokes about it, but also to like make a point. He was going to be the new Dick Gregory.
Dick Gregory was in it.
Yes.
Late Dick Gregory, though, I do want to say that.
I don't think Dick Gregory knew he was in it, you know?
No, I think he thought that he was going to Nick's house. But but the point is, if you watch that special and you look at his eyes, it's like the whole special, you can tell he's panicking. And then from then on, I always just realized like, oh, I think he lives in a state of like manic chaos. So I think that a lot of things I think that if that's the pace that you live your life at day to day, I think that you're capable of like a lot of different types of evil. Because he's always just doing crazy shit. It seems like the more he's left to his own devices, like when Nickelodeon had him like locked down, we didn't hear nothing from Nick Cannon. And then all of a sudden he got fired from America's Next Got Talent, and he's got a turban on, and he's having all these fucking kids. You know what I mean? It's like, what are you doing?
Yeah, it's like uncut gems and energy,
Yes.
Like that dude, Adam Sandler's character isn't necessarily the type of guy that would like murder somebody, but he's so manic and so all over the place that murder suddenly is on the table because what the fuck else can he do?
Now you give him lupus.
Yeah, now, all right.
Uncut gems with lupus, it's a whole other...
Right, now
that
there's
movie's
actual...
30 minutes shorter.
You're... Yeah, because now he's pressed up against both his gambling and some fucking Walter White energy mixed in. Oof.
Yeah. So I think that coming, like, and I say all that to say, I feel like it's possible.
Yeah, I'm not completely off board with the possibility that Nick Cannon is harvesting, or at least he's creating the space to harvest organs should he need to do it.
I feel like he's in a situation where he does not want to take anything off the table.
Mm-hmm.
And no matter what, he wants to have all his bases covered.
Yep.
So this might not be his primary plan to save himself.
No.
But it's probably one that's happening.
We all put together a fucking, a earthquake kit. You don't want to eat that can of beans.
Of course
or whatever
not.
The fuck is in
I want to have shrimp.
Yeah, I just want to keep eating the meals I eat. But if I got to eat them beans, I'm going to eat the fuck out them beans.
I got to eat the beans. If I'm life or death, I'm eating the beans.
Olivia is telling us that the age is 18 to donate bone marrow. Gotta wait to kill the kid then. Olivia!
Wait, is that alive or dead?
I think
Is that
you're
morbid to
donating,
say?
you're alive. You're not.
Right. But like if you're dead, I could have it all.
Sure, if you're dead, I ain't gotta. But I don't know if you can donate bone marrow dead. I think bone marrow.
You can't have it underage?
I think bone marrow's like blood. It's gotta be from a living source, I think.
Okay. I mean, this also to me makes me wonder, these are the kids that we know about. He has the resources to go to like.
How they get you.
I was saying he has the resources to go to other countries, and you know what I mean? Like these are the kids we know about that he's having in America. You don't think he's down there and, I'm not going to say a country because it all sounds like it'd be bad, but someplace
Listen,
people
I've
aren't
never
doing
been in
well.
the practice of accusing a black man of being a deadbeat daddy, but I like your energy around
I'm
it.
not, okay, whoa. I'm just exploring the options. My man is sick.
He needs this.
I'm just trying to get him well. You understand?
I will say that if he is in fact planning to do this, and maybe this is a good PSA for Nick Cannon, I'm sure he's a constant listener to the podcast.
Oh, big time.
If he is in fact planning to do this, he would do better to do it somewhere where there are less checks and balances in the way that they treat, hide, and exterminate children than to do it in America.
I hate exterminate. I mean, just go to Canada, Nick. Nobody's going to care.
They're not checking Canada.
No way. How long did Drake have Adonis before we found out?
No, yeah, that's a good point.
And he's like the most famous guy in the world. Nick Cannon's not as famous as Drake. If Drake could hide a baby in Canada for 3 years and it took Pusha T airing it out, Nick could get away with 10, 15, 20 years.
And the fact that he hit a weird-looking baby is even more impressive.
I'm not going to comment on the way that kid looks like. I have nothing to say about how strange that kid does or doesn't look.
I do. Listen, that's a weird-looking baby.
It's a why. Is it? I will say that it has it's interesting.
It's a thinker. The kid will make you think.
Yeah, about a lot of stuff.
Well, I think I nailed this. I think we're both in agreement that Nick Cannon has a backup plan in place. We're not accusing him of actually planning to assassinate any of his children for the sake of harvesting their marrow, but a willingness exists for Nick Cannon should the need arise.
Yeah, I think that as soon as one of those kids turns 18, as long as it's not Mariah's, it'll be like checked.
Yep.
To see if it can.
You keep your goddamn hands off Mariah's children, Nick Cannon.
You keep your fucking hands off her kids. I'll kill you. We need those kids. We need those ultra mulatto babies.
Those beautiful light angels. We need
those
them.
Tiny gifts from God.
Well, we did it. Tell the people where they can find you, what cool shit you have going on.
Oh, just go to Cool Guy Jokes 87 on Instagram. I got all kinds of stuff. You'll come see it. I'm touring forever and ever and ever because that's how I get paid.
Fuck yeah. Go see David live. Go to his website. Enjoy the stuff that he has available for you. And as always, you can follow me at Langston Kerman on all the stuff. I'll post about whatever I got going on there. And if you want to send us drops, if you want to send us conspiracy theories, if you want to yell at us about what we said in regards to Nick Cannon, you can send that all to mymommapod@gmail.com. We would love to hear from you. Otherwise, you know what to do. Bye, bitch.
Motherfucking mini episode. Mini episode. Motherfucking mini episode. Motherfucking mini episode. Mini episode. Motherfucking mini episode.